Here it looks like something is hounding you and it's something that you're holding back. There's a part of you that wants to push something faster, but you're keeping it on the inside. This is something that you're working on, something that you're aware on. You want to see somebody like between times, but you don't want to like push that on anybody. You're like, I'm just going to stop that right now. I'm not even going to feed that, and I'm going to keep that on the inside. There's something you want to integrate, okay? But what they're showing me, like the vision, is like, when, like, find an animal you need to rehabilitate, you need to build them the perfect environment that's healthy for them to survive in. You're wanting to practice positivity. You're not, you're doing slowly. It's like the postponement is when you're going to practice positivity. You're going to keep a situation light because the person that you're dealing with, has been through a hard time. Again, I don't mean to compare it to like an animal rescue, but typically when you rescue an animal, that animal has been through the worst moments, but they end up being the most lovable creatures. And this you consider your jelly bean. And you're luring. See, this woman, number one, she's not human. She's of the earth. And she is luring this soldier, this wounded warrior, into her cave to nurture him. And this person sees a future with you because they have foresight with you and they find you unearthly, not like, not unearthly. You're not, you're very luring and not human type of way, in a good way. Again, this person is trying something that they've never tried before. And this is, them, like, this person does want to grow up, and you might be able to see their immaturity in some things that they do. But again, this person is confused with the mace here about a lot of things, but you brought them an environment that they're comfortable in. This is the Mad Hatter. If you have a conversation with the Mad Hatter, only certain people can really understand the Mad Hatter and really even sit at his table. And it's almost like you made this same exact table he would have. You put down the same, you made the same type of environment that he would have made for himself. This person also looks up to you, and this is the Hierophant. This person also like fantasizes about you. This is the ethereal space, the astros, the traveling, the astral traveling place. This person fantasizes a lot about you, and actually they're hoping you have a lot of things to show them and you actually teach them stuff. You see how his back is turned there, and this Hierophant isn't aware that they might be aware the baby's there, but it isn't aware that the baby understands them, so to speak. So, but what this Hierophant doesn't know is that the baby does understand them. So he's learning from you even when you don't realize it. And it's almost like I can imagine him having conversations with you in the astral, kind of even explaining things. Could be even you protecting him in the astral and maybe even showing him how things go, like the ropes. But you're not forcing a home on him. And what's happening is this person's so used to seeing people treat them so well. And then when they get inside or they get to know the person finally shows who they are, and they end up being like the exact opposite of who they thought they were. I hope that makes sense. And this person is in like a huge transition. And what you're going to do, you know how when Alice goes down that hole and this was where this person feels like they are right now. When Alice goes down that hole, she gets put in this room and she's got to figure out what to eat to make her fit through the door. She's got to figure out, does she need to get bigger or does she need to get smaller? And you are going to be able to like guide him through this because this is a new world that he's kind of stepping into, and you're helping him navigate it. And he is terrified he is going to say something to fuck it up. He really watches his manners. It does his best to like watch his manners around you. He like cuts it down 50%. Oh yeah. You are showing him like a whole new way. He's like getting out. See, you know what the Eight of Swords is. Getting out of a certain, frame of thinking and moving away from a bad situation. And if this person caused you any pain, it would be a huge weight on their shoulders. So they want to make sure they stay in a respectful space and keep a respectful space. I think, oh, sorry, I'm trying to, I only have my phone, so I have to if I stay off this too long, my phone will go out, so I'm trying to keep it. Anyway, I pulled these cards to kind of like what to improve on, the unseen, and self. And it's a stack I have like this, and they're front and back. So, if spirit feels like, whatever spirit wants to tell that, I shuffle them and, like I do the regular cards. So whatever pops out. So they say what to improve on. We're going to get to that in a minute. This one, the unseen, which I thought was really cool, is ennoble your soul. You're going to get as much out of this as he does. And it's actually going to help you embrace like your spiritual side. When I say that, like you're going to step with him back into the craft or into, whatever part you decide to go into. And you're going to see the beauty in it that you once saw. It's almost like his awakening or his interest in it is going to trigger your interest in it. And it's going to make you like double stand in it. Because I think he's going to be good at going in this direction. And the two of you together, it's going to be like, two flames being put together. And you'll know, like, what to improve on here. It's like you'll know, like, when you see those little hints, like you see, like, when you're trying, the moth is about, being attracted to the light. So you might want to get his attention too much. And if you tried to do that, or if you started to do that, and sometimes we just naturally do, but when you're self-aware like you are, you'll notice those little signs that will, that you'll start to notice to where, you need to step back or readjust something because, going two different ways would cause a lot of both of you pain. What they're saying here is this is a potential long-term relationship. The fox in this deck stands for a long-term relationship. What they're saying is it will naturally evolve into that if you just relax and have fun in the moment or enjoy the moment. This is something that you're slowly going to have to consume instead of eating it all at once. This is going to be more of a journey than to a destination. And I think that's for like the both of you. Because you both have been through so much and spirit's like, we need to stop and smell the flowers. I think this situation is going to really help you get back into certain practices or get back into certain rituals, because this is talking about putting on your witch hat again and getting back in the astral and doing things maybe that you didn't do as much or you're doing more of, or even another part that you're finding an interest in. Because you are real passionate. This is the Knight of Wands. This is about, let's ride, something happened. All right, get up, let's go. You're like standing up because you want to find whatever it is that this person needs to nourish themselves or what they have. And the 7 of coins is all about waiting. So you're passionate about helping this person, also find that ingredient. And also you've got the patience there as well. And the thing about it is this guy has the wrong tools to tend to the tree. The tree needs water, and this guy had a shovel because he doesn't know any better. So you also might be passionate about showing him more tools. And when I say that, you know what I mean. Things we use in the world, like, manner, the way you handle things, you just being an example even, and being able to see a different perspective than he's seen. You might be able to give him information that will help him, get the right tools to handle the situation, because you're not like, I'm going to handle it for you. You're like, let me help give you the tools to handle the situation. Sorry it took me a minute to find that, didn't it? You're showing him that this is not the school of hard knocks. You know what I mean? You're like, you done graduated. Now it's time to do something new. And about yourself, they want to tell you that you are rare and free. There are not many like you. That's the damn truth. And also, this... Bo Bean. This has been an emotional journey for you. And this is going to be an emotional journey. But this is going to help you identify more gifts you have. This guy is about extrasensory gifts. Telekinesis, visions, your special gifts, right? And this is all about this. I'm getting tongue-tied. This is all about the journey of discovering more gifts, or a journey to discover more gifts. And you're typically going to get a hint of those gifts when you are more emotional. In those shows, like I'm watching Once Upon a Time. It's my stupid show, my comfort show. But in the show, the Ice Queen wants to show Emma that she has magic. So she takes her ass and pulls her in front of a car because, don't do that. But because, better, I just have to say don't do that. Because when you're in your magic, or your gifts normally come out when you're in an emotional situation, or you feel like, something horrible is going to happen. And also, this is saying that you're supposed to be, the Hierophant is all about being, to me, in this, intuitively. I'm kidding, especially with the kids here. You're supposed to be some type of teacher. I'm not saying go out, and get a teacher job. That's not what I'm saying. But even like living in life on your day-to-day activities, you tend to be the one to give people information to enlighten them. And you're actually committed to that. It's just like, that's who you are. And they might not even want to hear it. And this new gift, or this gift that you're realizing that you're having, and I'm going by what the cards say, so this might, if it's not yours, don't take it. This person is leaving like a work situation or a project because they could have sensed something that was correct as well, that made them, or they could have saw something, do extrasensory, that made them go, oh, that's a no-go, and leave a situation. But also, to like do it in it says situations in the balance that require careful handling. That's right. Handle it in a careful manner. Now, again, if this isn't yours, don't take it. And it could be switched with, positions of the person, people in the story. So what I'm getting is, honestly, too, through whatever you're going, through the journey you're going through now, you might even see somebody that you didn't give grace to, or somebody might even see you. You could, like, again, flip the positions. But now you're like, maybe I should have given this person grace. Maybe, because here it's like, this person's leaving. There was something in secret. But now you're thinking maybe, from a different perspective. Maybe I didn't give emotion, or maybe you're looking at yourself, which is a fucking evolved thing to do and brave thing to do, because that's, the only way you get to evolve. And you're like, what could I have done to make this situation better? And should I have apologized? Again, somebody could be thinking that about you too. So put the positions wherever they go. See, here it's saying that somebody didn't do something that they were supposed to do, and you didn't really look deeper than that. And then now you're like looking deeper, and you're like, but I didn't know how beat up they were. And even though they did it to themselves, because you see that guy's hitting his own face, and you're thinking, maybe I should have held out a hand, or maybe I should have been a more assistant. And that just gives me the goosebumps. That's fucking amazing. And you are parting of the ways in either romance or business, but afterwards you get a period of prosperity and abundance. I love you, honey. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.